Hi team, welcome to On the Mic. This week on review, the week ending November 15, the top three events that we thought that should bring attention to all the viewers. One is the Bihar elections. The BJP and JDU has made a landslide victory. The NDA has 200, close to 200 seats, with BJP 89 and JDU 85, and LJKP is like 19 plus seats. So it's a huge victory, and there were many doubts on about BJP Modi Shah combination after the little bit of setback in the 2024 elections, whether they are going to do their magic. But it looks like BJP has learned their mistakes from the 2024 elections, and they did a good job. They kind of covered their bases, and it's a huge victory. And it actually tells that when you're complacent, you may take a wrong decisions, but it's always better you learn the lessons quite quick, and you come back again onto the winning track. I think this elections proves that BJP has learned and fixed their issues, and they kind of won the elections. The other thing that actually shook the nation is the Delhi blast. Although the blast nature is quite small, and however, like, we have lost 13 citizens, and we kind of offer our deepest condolences to the family of the people who lost their lives who lost their lives in this particular incident. Pre to the Delhi blast that took place on November 10, there was a series of raids that our entire security agencies and investigative agencies have started. It all started from November 2nd, and until the blast happened on November 10. I think the agencies actually recovered like 3,000 kgs of explosive material, which is quite huge, and I think it is one of the terror bus which has never happened in India. So I think it kind of put a lot of fingers crossed, and then the entire nation was in awe and in shock. But I think the little incident which happened on Delhi on 10th of November, I think it was very, very unfortunate, and I think our deepest condolences. And post that blast, also the investigation agencies, they kind of worked very rigorously, and still they are working in this particular direction. And I think as of now, as I speak, I think 70 plus people were detained, and most of them are like white collar doctors. I think the doctors, I would say, and the related medical staff as well. And one key institute that is coming into limelight is Al-Falah NGO organization, which is running this medical college and other engineering colleges in the area of Faridabad. And there are a lot of other terror links that also got exposed, and especially the Gujarat one, which is independent of this particular activity. The entire Faridabad or the Delhi bomb blast is related to Jaish-e-Mohammed links. There were alleged links from Jaish-e-Mohammed. And for the Gujarat, where the ATS has busted something, I think they were trying to make a rise in, I think it's one of the deadliest one after the signing. So I think we are lucky enough that our agency saved us. So I think the investigation is continuing, and as of now we are good, but I think we have to wait till the entire investigation comes to a logical end, and we get a final report from our agencies. But I request everyone to be stay on alert, and if there is anything, I think they can reach out to the security agencies on Twitter or on X if they find anything suspicious. So that's the second thing I just wanted to bring it to attention. And the third thing, the Indian government has declared this entire blast in Delhi as an act of terror, and they are thoroughly investigating. and Prime Minister Modi and Amit Shah has promised that all the perpetrators, supporters, and the people who have actually done this particular thing, they would be getting the serious punishment. And by looking at the punishment, I think they believe that no one else will again try these sort of activities. So that's one thing. And on the international front, Trump has been what do you say, like juggling around again with the H1B visas, a kind of a supporting and also putting some soft tokens or a soft communication that the relations with India will get back to normal, because he allegedly saying that India has cut down the Russian oil and all. So it's been the same Trump song, one step forward, two steps backward. Once he spoke something positive, I would say, from his point of view on the H1B and the Indian relationships, but the next day he came back and put some restrictions on the green card as well. So the seesaw ride between the India and the US trade or the relations is going. So I would say, like, these are the couple of things that I thought that would have brought us some attention this week. So keep watching, and we'll come back with one more weekly update next week. Until then, enjoy your weekend. Happy Sunday all. Bye.